Excuse me. Where's me? Is it on? Yeah, hello? Where am I? Yeah, that's the thing. You should talk really, really quiet. I'm not talking quiet.
Would you like us to project our voices slightly?
But wait, actually, you're meant to be on...
Really?
What? There you are. You know how? When? Why? Yeah, that's you.
Yeah. What about me? Am I all right?
I'm going to trip you.
Should I drop
Les on his head.
Do we have Dolby Atmos?
Always quiet.
All right. Okay.
Cool.
You sure?
I think I'm sure.
You sure? How do you know for sure?
Google Gaga? Google? What? Nonsense! Don't be ridiculous.
Agnes, what is this nonsense?
Nonsense! Nonsense! Nonsense!
You said convey, it's nonsense.
Nonsense. What nonsense?
That is nonsense.
Nonsense!
What white nonsense is this?
I knew it, I'm surrounded by...
No, it's nonsense. Nonsense. But what utter nonsense.
Welcome back to What Nonsense, everybody. The show where we make it up and nothing really matters. Today we're going to do it a little bit different. We're going to be concentrating on movies, mostly, really. Specifically, the other day I watched... Wait, I should probably say hi to my guests. Hi.
Hi, guys.
Yes.
Hi, Yos.
I'm Daniel.
Hi, Dan. Hi, everyone at home.
I watched this really great movie the other day. I thought it was fantastic. American Fiction. Brilliant film. And it inspired me to say, let's talk about like top black movies of all time. And then it will probably get into critical race theory and shit like that. But we'll see how we go.
No, we were going to...
This should be all good fun. But we all watched American Fiction, yes.
We did.
What did we think? Entertaining. What did we do? Anything in particular? Stand out? No, nothing specific. Okay, no. All right, smart.
Really nothing that specific.
Yeah, they took the piss out of the white. She had thin lips. I was like, oh. Do you remember that bit? That scene? I'm not there. Watched it again today. Okay. I missed that there. I was like, oh, this is just yeah. Which part?
I think it was probably the first half.
Yeah. In specifically. Okay.
I think we're in a car, potentially.
Who's they?
So sister.
Yeah. Not talking.
Because he previously married a white woman, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, right, he was talking about his ex, I guess. That she had thin lips or something.
I don't know if it was her, but white woman, yeah, thin lips.
Right. So,
we had thin lips.
I love the film. It was great. It was a great commentary on how media is race baiting everybody. So the black woman who wrote her book, and it was all ghetto, and like she spoke really, really well, and then she starts reading a book and it's just as ghetto as anything, and he's just like, oh my god, this is awful, terrible stuff. But that's what they shove down our throats with everything these days, right? So the LGBTQ stuff and throwing that into movies and race stuff, and they're just shoving it down our throats. But in this movie, they put it in there, but it's in a well-written way, and it's topical and relevant, and it's not the movie itself race baiting you and going, oh, look at these poor black people. Blah, 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 blah. It's going, look at this wonderful story with black people, and we're going to talk about this shit at the same time. It was great.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought. It wasn't like doing it in a self-righteous tone. It was deliberately showing it up. It was like you knew the director was just like, it's a lot of bollocks what people talk about these days. Like, you know, all the DEI stuff, all that kind of the race bait.
The diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yeah. So it was done really. It was just it was funny. I actually laughed a few times, and it was like quite sad and poignant, and it was, you know, the drama was really good, like the relationships is really good.
Yeah.
what's the main actor? He was Gordon, Detective Gordon, right, in the Batman.
That's right.
He was like really good, like very kind of dry.
Jeffrey Wright.
He's a phenomenal actor.
Yeah.
But but when they made fun of like the white guys, but it was done in actually quite a good way, like the plantation annihilation. I just love that. Just like, the ghosts of all the slaves coming back to kill all the white people that live on their whole farm. I was like crying. Ryan Reynolds gets his head chopped off in the first minute or something. Yeah. Actually, I really enjoyed it. It was one of those few movies. Usually when people recommend stuff, I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. Dan's recommended me this movie. Watch this movie. It's really good.
Yeah, it was great. And even like the gay brother, like such a fantastic character, and it was just every character was filled with depth and had backstories, and you knew there was stuff going on behind the scenes. It had a real life to it. It was brilliant.
Are we allowed to go spoilers?
Yeah, why not?
If you haven't watched it, skip ahead.
Yeah.
That's what they usually do. They'll have the time. Skip ahead 5 minutes after we stop doing. What about the ending? What did you think of the ending? What's your interpretation of the ending?
I thought it was brilliant. It was great. Like the whole thing actually gave me adaptation vibes.
Yeah, up to that.
Do you remember Adaptation? A little bit of it. Nicolas Cage got a twin brother, and like at the opening of the film, he's like, "I don't want this film to be. I just want it to be about flowers, like because he's trying to translate this orchid thief thing. I just want it to be about flowers. I don't want it to be about life or learning something or drug running or he listed off all these things, and everything he said is what the movie ended up becoming. Like it's like almost word for word, it's exactly what happens in film against his own wishes, sort of thing. And it just naturally fell that way. It was brilliant. So in this film, I feel like it was a similar thing at the end. Like with a cuts to black, like you don't get the speech. Normally you get the speech at the end of a film. So it really like subverted expectations there. I reckon it's just like bonk cuts, like, okay, leaves you to make your own conclusions.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was kind of like in a way, like a choose your own adventure concept where it's like, what's happening. He's at the awards are happening.
Yeah.
But he's given you, because he's like at the, with the white producer fella, Adrian Brody? No.
Oh, no.
But you can tell he's...
Adam Brody,
yeah. You can tell he's giving the viewer the idea of three different ways that the film could end, and then you could make your decision, like at the very end, which is the one that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Kind of like, again, like the tongue-in-cheek play on, like, that you're fed constantly all this kind of information.
Well, even the guy says, it's like, nah, you can't end it like that. Like, it's going to be something else. It's going to be something else. So it's... Yeah.
So where I was thinking is one of those meta things. It's like he gets picked up by his brother in the studio.
Yeah.
But the brother's got a completely different haircut. So, and the
time has passed.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing. Has time passed? Because usually when they do certain things like that, it's kind of like it was the whole thing, the whole story fake from the very beginning.
No, it has to have time have passed because the awards happened. He said, I got off the phone, I got out of there, I called you, I wanted to make this movie. So he's got the script, he's reading the finished script and just doesn't like the ending. So time has definitely passed.
Okay, yeah. Because I was wondering if it was, like just like one of those ones at the very end. Was it all fiction?
No, it was good.
It was very good. And I love the message you last night of the Sesame Street. Like, I told you to dress straight. Sesame Street? Because he just looks just normal. when he tries to be gangster. It's so funny. You can tell he's really uncomfortable.
Yeah, the woman calls up. And she says, "What's? Fuck. Is the guy there?" He's like, "This is he."
Yeah. This is cute. Gang.
Yeah, what's up, motherfucker? You.
But the director's, he's a new director as well as his first film. And he's just written...
Did he write it as well?
I think so, but he did do some episodes of that.
Yeah.
What you would call it, the Watchmen TV series, which I haven't seen. And apparently that is really heavy-handed on its kind of the black versus white whole.
Right.
It's not subtle. It's not played for subtlety. It's like, and even what you would call it, Alan Moore, who wrote Watchmen, kind of came out and said, "Yeah, this is a bit too much. This kind of isn't what I really wanted from this concept of what Watchmen was. It's all like, white power. Like the baddies are like the neo-Nazi superpower people or something.
Well, they are bad people.
Yeah, I know. But then, but you know, it's just so heavy-handed. It's like Nazis.
No, but is
black,
it saying like all white people are bad and black people are cool?
I haven't seen it, so I'm probably talking out of my ass. But from what I've read on the internet, is basically saying that it's like the white people are the baddies,
right?
Everyone else is the best. It's true. We are very bad. We're very bad. We're so sorry. Historically.
There were some great quotes in this film. Let me go back. Enemies see each other better than friends. That was a great line. It's always easy to get along with families other than your own. That's the movie that when I don't know, the mailman, was it? The mailman came and married the security guy, married the help. What else? White people think they want the truth. They just want to be absolved. That was a pretty heavy line.
Say it again, what?
White people think they want the truth. They just want to be absolved. That's when they were talking about the book, and he was talking about the black trash stuff that was coming out, and so they were talking about how white people love that stuff, like they want to eat it up. And what did the guy say? Can't remember, but the author said, I don't know, but the manager is the one who said, yeah, white people think they want the truth, but they just want to be absolved.
Yeah. But it is true. Like they do, that kind of book would sell incredibly well if it was to be written.
Yeah.
And it would sell probably predominantly amongst white and middle class.
And that shot was brilliant when he hears the black woman telling the story, reading her story. He walks in and everybody listens to her talking, and then she finishes, and the shot's on him, and the first person that stands up is the old white lady.
Directly in front of him.
Carrying right in front.
I like those kind of like really well for you.
Beautiful. Everyone else comes up. Very, very nice.
But I think, it's actually, when you really start thinking about it, it's quite layered. Like the way that they have, like, it's a very white story, like the dysfunctional family, but the way they play it is, it's like very white characteristics, like the mum who gets Alzheimer's. They've got the help, like they've got the maid, like there's an African American.
I don't think that's necessarily a white story. I think it's just a contemporary story with black people.
Yeah, but you can tell that they've planned it that way. So it seems to be like, whenever you think about white drama TV shows, it's always that kind of setup.
Yeah. Well,
the gay brother, the mum.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So that's where it's brilliant. Like, because it's putting in all the topical stuff that is being shoved down our throats in a bad way and all these other things, but it's done it in a good way. So they couldn't have your, like, a typical black family thing going on, because then it would just be playing into that same stereotype.
Yeah, that's what economy is.
Right?
It's hard to explain. Hard to
So
explain.
it's a modern black drama. And he's a writer, and he's talking about all that other shit. It's amazingly well done. I think it's brilliant. But
It is.
shall we go to our top 5? You did do one, but shall we go to our top 5?
He doesn't want to watch anything. Who goes first then? You go.
Bad Boys.
Yeah.
It's
Bad.
true. Yeah, that's it.
Bad. And anything else off the top of your head? No. Didn't even try. Come on.
Go on. What? Oh,
You do
Felon 1, 2, 3.
what?
Taking. What's that one with?
Taken 1, 2, and 3.
Was it Felon 1, 2, 3? Is it? Is it?
I don't know. Felon.
Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, you look.
Well, he's finding it. Shall I just list?
Go list it out. Yeah.
My top 5, I'd say Menace to Society. I watched that when I was very young. And I got into basketball when I was quite young. And as you do when you play basketball as a young white guy, you think you're just so cool. So you get into all the hip-hop culture. Everything like that was just awesome. So Menace to Society, which is Alan and Albert Hughes directed it. But then, funnily, their next film, Dead Presidents, I really enjoyed. Well, that's like a set in the 60s, 70s about like the black guy and his friends, Chris Tucker, very young Chris Tucker, isn't it?
Right.
They go to Vietnam, and it's about like how Vietnam affects predominantly the black people when they come out,
When did that come out?
like 94 or 5,
Okay.
I think. And finally, my next one is another Alan and Albert Hughes, The Book of Eli.
That's a good one.
Denzel one. No spoilers, but that was one where I knew nothing about the film. At the end, he really did get me. Like, I did not know about I didn't expect it at all.
Right.
When it happened at the end.
Do you remember?
Yeah, because he threw me off when he said Taken. But the taking off Felon 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah, it's the way you were saying it.
Pelham, sorry. Pelham.
Yeah.
Felon.
Yeah.
It's where it's got Denzel as well. Denzel appears in everything.
Yeah, he's aged a bit.
Then that's great.
Yeah. And then The Color Purple,
Colour Purple.
which is Spielberg.
Yeah. But it's
Spielberg.
Whoopi
not-
Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg.
It's Oprah.
Oprah. So,
Oh, okay.
even everyone hates Oprah.
Now.
Shout out to Oprah.
Took a while. Took a while for people to wake up.
And then another one, Spielberg, Armistead. Loved Armistead. About the
Slave ship.
the slave ships.
I never saw that one.
Good courtroom drama. That one's really good. You've not seen it.
No, I haven't seen it.
And then Above the Rim comes in at number 5 for me. Above the Rim.
Basketball movie.
Basketball movie.
I'm not sure if it's
Tupac, one of his, not his last role, but he was phenomenal in it.
right.
Yeah. So they were my top 5. Toppest 5. And then
Yeah.
you've got it. Bad Boys 2, Malcolm X, Blade 1 and 2. They were awesome. Where are you then?
All right. I
So
actually
there's got Malcolm X on there.
no.
I did.
You did? I did not.
Oh, you didn't say?
I did not put it in. I've got more than 5, but it was hard to. I was hoping somebody would say the shit that I got, but no. Coming to America.
I knew you were. Yeah, I thought you was going to list out all of the Eddie Murphys.
No.
I love Eddie Murphy, don't you?
Yeah, he's fantastic. And honorable mention. What was the new one he did?
This is Dolomite.
Dolomite.
Was it This is Dolomite or Dolomite? I don't remember. But yeah, Dolomite.
That was so good. It was really, really good. I'm trying to. Okay, it's another Eddie Murphy one. Life. Do you remember Life?
Yeah.
Forrest, yeah.
Life was really, really good. I have. What is that? Oh, Ray Charles.
Oh,
Okay, right. Yeah, that was really, really good.
who played Ray again?
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, incredible. All right, I'm going to smash out the last few. It's more than the top 5. Screw it. Black Horseman, honorable mention. Sorry, Black Klansman. Sorry. Hidden Figures was really good. 12 Years a Slave, really good. Get Out, awesome. My top one, Django.
Yeah, Django's awesome.
Django is awesome.
So for Leo, I love
Leo, yeah,
absolutely just next level.
Everybody knows the anecdote of him smashing the glass.
Oh yeah, he's bleeding for real.
It was pissing out blood. It was real. Like, actually smashed the glass in his head and just kept going. Why waste the take?
He's hardcore. He's hardcore.
Apparently, though, he was really nervous about doing the part, like, because he didn't want to say the N word.
Yeah, he says the N word a lot.
JB pulling him aside, like, dude, like, you would hate people like me, like, get into it. Yeah, and so apparently, I can't remember exactly what he said to him, but he went away and he comes back the next day, and where the previous day Leo was all friendly, and the next day he comes in and he's just death stare, like no attention paid to Jamie Foxx or any of the black actors. It's just like, okay, let's go method. Like, he's ignorable. Yeah. So, okay, Leo's here.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's like you think about it. It's like, would you get criticised? Are we allowed to talk about our enjoyment of? We meant to say black people in this, but we meant to say African American. What thing you say?
I don't like even the term African American, because they're all Americans, and it's a racist thing in itself.
Yeah.
It's like saying Aboriginal Australian. Like, yeah, no, they're just Aboriginals, but they are Australians. Like, you wouldn't put them together.
But I gotta say, I do love my black.
Oh wait, no, it's British Australians. Are we British Australians? Because we're not for Irish Australian. Like, what's the point? Anyway, I reckon just go black. We're white, they're black. Okay.
Have you thought of ones you like now?
Sorry?
Have you thought of more that?
But no. Actually, they're not the black with the brown. But yeah, it's just they call themselves black. It's like, because here's the thing. It used to be a slur to call them coloured people, to coloured people, and now it's politically correct to say people of colour. It's like, that's so close. You always say what you used to say. Why not just, I don't know, have some honesty about it? And there's not necessarily any malice in just saying a colour. Right? It's not a derogatory term.
Oh, yeah, it's a touchy topic. I don't know. It's like we've had a family friend over, and she's from Africa, and then my son just goes, "Oh, he's black." We're apologising, and the mother basically just like, "No, they don't need to apologise. They don't see an issue. Then why is it an issue if an adult says it?" To me, it would come across, because I have many friends that are different colours constantly. Yeah, like, it's not an issue. It's just the tone, what you say, and what you mean behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's all what lies behind the words. It's like how you say black people, or you go, this is an awesome black movie. Like, there's a whole different aspect of what or context in the word, right?
Yeah. It's just that the time we're in now, it's like everyone's so touchy on everything. So
everything. Yeah, you can't talk about anything these days.
Where's the middle ground, especially with race now? It's like, but the thing I find is, it seems America is in a bad place with this kind of stuff now. It's actually getting a lot worse than it used to be. Like you're saying, like the segregation of colours and
the safe spaces, black safe spaces, and stuff like that. It's like,
it's actually getting worse.
Yeah.
But here in Australia, I find
it'll go that way.
But I don't know. I'm finding it's getting better.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's complaining about immigration, all this stuff, too much immigration, but I'm finding it seems to be there's a lot more gelling and mixing in communities better than it used to be.
Well, yeah, I mean,
like, I'm finding like a lot of the African people who come in seem to mix very well in the communities. Like, especially if you go to church or something like that, there's a lot of Africans there, and they're all really like friendly, mix well at school. Like at our school, like, they mix well, and like I've met a few of like these African parents who just come straight up to me and say, "G'day." One fellow's called James, And the shop, he's like Sudanese, very Sudanese. And he's just like, "Oh, g'day, I'm James."
Yeah.
James, okay, but he just came up to me, so like, my boy and his boy sit together at the table. So
yeah,
I find it's really cool. Like, yeah.
Multiculturalism is a great thing. Like everybody mixing and blending is awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just we're talking about basic language and having to hold back on basic language because in fear of offense.
What is that? Yeah.
Now, do we say? I think it's worse when people get tentative about that sort of stuff because then it's like, yeah, you stumble over it and stuff. Like, there's nothing worse than saying, "I don't mean to sound racist, but." If you say that before anything, people are going to be like, "Oh, here we go. This is going to be racist right now." And it will inevitably sound racist. But if you just said the thing without saying that thing before, I think, like, if you say it well and not with malice or a bad heart or whatever, it should come out perfectly fine. I don't know. I'm sure
it wasn't very convincing. You have anything?
Well, that's like, do you know that there's that YouTuber, that black woman, I think she's mixed, curly hair, sort of conservative young woman. It's very good.
I know, Brittany Venti. Is she the white? She's white,
No.
but her parents are black.
No.
Well, her mum was black, but she came out white. She had No, she was very famous for, like, in the very early days of, like, she was a troll and she'd do these she had all these kind of personas, like she'd play in streams and things like that.
No.
Not her. I know who you're looking at, Candace Owen.
No. Younger.
Who are all the other conservative African pundits?
What the heck? But no, like, yeah.
You know a bit. Oh, you know a bit.
Yeah, not good.
Well, it's Candace Owens, not Brittany. Oh, of course, she's not. Who else is there? Yeah.
It's 8. There's an 8. Her last name, Anali, and Anomaly. I'm sorry, I'm screwing up your name. Yeah, you did very good content.
She's not the one who was with PragerU for a while.
She might have been. No, wait, that's Candice, isn't it?
No, it's this girl. Search PragerU, maybe. You might.
Prager?
Prager.
Prager.
Yeah, that.
I don't know. I heard.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. What's her name? Amala. Oh my god.
Don't be racist, don't.
Sorry, dear. Ekpunobi. Amala Ekpunobi.
Yeah, she's super smart.
Yeah, she's great.
She's very quick.
So she was. Oh, well, what were we talking about before that? So long ago.
Well, we're talking about multiculturalism.
Yeah.
Mixing.
Oh, she was talking about how when she was a little girl, I think it was her mom or something like that, like warned her, like don't let other kids, like, because she was going to go into a white school or something like that. She's like, don't let other kids like make fun of you or if they want to touch your hair or whatever, like that they're being racist or whatever. And so that's how she took it. But then as an adult looking back, she's like, they're just kids. And they were just interested in the new girl and she's got different hair and they're just wanting to experience it. And that's simply, I think, how most people naturally approach other cultures, really. It's usually, I don't really know you, but let's figure each other out. Let's, like, learn a bit about each other. Like, my neighbor is from Africa, and they're from New Zealand. I've got Maoris, I've got Indians, I've got surrounded by all different cultures, and they're all, I don't know, there's something to be learned from each one. And I think if you are afraid of talking about anything, you're never going to learn anything from anyone. Like, where do you come from? Oh, is that racist to us? Oh, do they have schools where, like, people get really weird with questions?
Yeah.
And they can, I guess, people can ask really ignorant questions of other people, but how do you not learn without asking the ignorant questions? I guess that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I fully understand. It's just yeah, that's the thing. But especially for us, still, there's like I find myself still a bit nervous when you come to that situation. But I'm finding it is more with Africans, like mixing or talking with other Africans, because I haven't had that much experience. I know a lot of Islanders, got a lot of Islander friends, so I'm more used to that. Chinese, of course, Indian, of course, but African is still, I don't know, it's like you've got...
He says, of course, because he's married to a Malaysian woman, and I was married to a Indian, Malaysian Sri Lankan woman. Yeah. So I got little brown kids, so I'm not racist. I'm cool.
We've all got mixed kids, yeah. But yeah, I just find it like it's funny. It's like, what does that say about me if you find yourself quite nervous when you come to that situation when you have to have conversation, especially with an African?
Well, what's making you nervous?
It's weird. Like,
what question?
You're not understanding, or is it because of the way the world is now, where everything's racist? You're in the back of your head, you're just thinking, oh, don't trip up. Don't say something that you shouldn't say. You got to be careful. Don't stare too much. You know what I mean? It's like it's now being kind of, this goes back to the movie, like American fiction. It's all being hammered into us now, especially like they say, the white people are racist. We're just racist. And nobody else is racist except white people.
Like, what's the end of the world movie? The one that we worked on.
Yeah, Leave the World Behind.
Leave the World Behind. That line in there, like, if everything goes down, we can't trust white people.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Like, straight up. And this was produced by the Obamas. I'm like, what? You're like...
It's shocking.
So that wasn't as tongue-in-cheek.
No, that was
kind of
deadly serious. Yeah.
But as a society as a whole, it's true. It's just how things are at the moment. It's like we are bombarded with the notion that we aren't good. We're really mean to other races. We're anti-immigrant.
I think it's all a psyop. It's all a psyop. The race stuff, the LGBTQ stuff, it's all a psyop to divide everybody, to have everybody fighting against each other. Because the rich and powerful don't care about race or gender or any of that. If you're rich and powerful, black guy walks into the room, white guy walks into the room, they're shaking hands, they're doing business, they're doing deals. Nobody cares about race if you are wheeling and dealing. It's the povos. It's how you mess people up, divide and conquer. While everybody is suffering from like the global, going through a financial crisis and the house cost of living crisis and all that sort of stuff, people are suffering. All this shit's being jammed down our throat every 5 seconds. Everybody's nervous to talk, to move, to speak, to do anything. They win. Yeah. Shut down conversation, shut down everything.
Well, what do we do? Just be nice to each other.
Yeah.
So it's true. This is
like black culture. I love black culture. I wish I was black. I always wanted to be black. I could jump higher. I could run faster. I could be more handsome. I could be bigger and stronger. Jeez, in bed. Unstoppable. Singing, dancing. They're just multi-talented. They're just Yeah.
No, it is true, especially with the music.
All of
They
it.
all sing. They call dance.
Cool. Jump. Run.
Except like the world record holder. for
Killed
long jump
lions
is
with
one
it.
guy.
What?
The world record holder
For long jumps.
for long jump, I think a white guy, Swedish guy.
Oh, really? It's surprising. Look at the only one we got. Yeah. How far have we got? 37 minutes. Are we cancelled yet? We'll see.
No, so we've been very positive.
Yeah, I think so.
That's the thing. It's like, you know,
There's probably a few cancellable words in there. But
like, you know, we've laid down the foundations. We're not racist.
Yeah.
We're not racist.
it's not racist. You're not racist, are you?
Born white.
What?
On racist.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
just because you're
We want to.
Caucasian, I guess.
Caucasian.
Yeah.
But stop whispering. Yeah, because I was
Cursing at you, that's why.
Just
Be nice. Be nice.
Yeah. It's true.
There's racism everywhere. We don't have,
Oh, yeah.
we don't have the level of what America has,
dude.
and I haven't witnessed it.
In the college,
But we have it here. You know, like,
of course.
We do have it here, but I don't know. Is it as prevalent?
It's
not as America, but depends. Oh, like as a foreigner applying for a job, it's more difficult. Okay, so I was told by an agent, I'm just going to change your name on your resume instead of Yosip, put it as Joseph. Changed everything.
Same thing. Prem changed her name.
Yeah.
She changed hers to Pamela to get her first couple of jobs.
And the advantage you get is you got your CB, you know, it's out there. Make that first initial call because they'll see it's like, oh, this is a European name, foreigner. But the person sounds like he's an Aussie. So if I had a different accent, wouldn't have gone my way as easily.
Correct.
You know, so, yeah, there's racism everywhere. I wouldn't have the till level of what America does. But Australia hasn't really been through much, you know, so we're a young country.
Yeah. Well, I've got Keith. I you know, my name's apparently the worst name in the English language.
Why? Why?
Play Family Guy clip. You know, that's what
Oh,
I
is it?
always bring that one up. When the Peter Griffiths, one of those, you know, what do they call them in Family Guy when they have the
A cutaway?
the kind of, but they call them something else. I think Seth was talking about it. Yeah. But it was like them going into this vault full of money, and the question that the vault asked them to open the doors was, well, I don't know if it's what's the worst name or what's the most terrible name in the English language. And Peter says, the door opens up. So I've got the worst name in the English language.
What is the most unattractive male first name in the English language?
Keith.
And that would affect you in what way, though?
Just because I wouldn't get
Too bogan.
Yeah.
Don't hire him.
Good, Keith. Why is he called Keith? There must be something wrong with him.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway.
Walk into the interview room with moccasins of EB.
I've only ever met one other Keith in my life, and his name was Kieth. So I think that's what Keith.
I knew a Keith, and he was a truck driver.
Lockwood?
And he would go to a restaurant with his moccasins. He wouldn't leave him. He'll walk around everywhere. So, yeah. No, that was Keith.
Is he dead now?
No, he's alive.
Oh,
And comfy with his moccasins.
he's not.
Yeah.
His Uggs.
To a restaurant.
Don't leave home without.
Yeah.
But we're not racist.
Yeah. Nah.
Why can't the world be one?
But which colour then?
We'll all blend eventually. Everyone will be.
So that's the thing. Like they think, like, you know, they have like all the groups now. Like, oh, white people are being erased, all this kind of stuff. But you know, it's usually that's the one that gets the media attention.
We're not being erased, but we are technically worldwide a minority.
But then wouldn't they say?
Compared to India, China, Africa, right? The European, the white European population is actually a minority worldwide. But in our own countries, we are the majority. So, and the rest of the nationalities are a minority in those countries. It's but worldwide, I'm a minority.
That's all right then. On future blood won't have to worry about getting burnt as easy. So good for them.
Yeah, that's why I'm making brown kids.
My boys say burn, they just tan.
Yeah, they never burn.
I go out for 2 minutes and I'm almost dead.
Especially Australian sun.
Oh, Tassie's
worse.
It's worse. It's no ozone.
Their UV equals their temperature level.
Yeah, they've got fixed.
No,
They got pushed down to Tassie.
Hot fact, that's for Tasmania. So here, I don't get as burned quickly because there's the layer of pollution. But Tasmania, there's literally zero.
Clear skies.
It's clear skies,
Except for the chemtrails.
so you just get UV.
In there, mostly.
So all us white.
Yeah, UV is high there. Yeah, it'd be like 12 degrees would be 12 UV. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
You could die. I used to go. Look, I'd go for my lunchtime walks, and I'd have to wear long sleeves and stuff because I just burn.
Yeah, you're a
forget.
ranger. You are definitely prone to burning.
Weird, like Burner Nation station.
Well, I've got the Irish.
Oh, no, you go olives. You're
No, I burn. See,
the Europeans.
the Australian sun to me is you're under the grill.
Yeah.
When you're in Europe, it's like in a convention oven. I just get nice brown tan. Yeah, here it's a bit different.
Yeah.
I want to move to Italy.
Really?
I'd love to go to Italy.
They pay you to go in some towns there. They're like,
yeah.
$6 for a house.
$6 house.
Yeah.
You have to fix it up or whatever. Live there for a year.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Apparently, like, getting supplies there is really hard. So whatever you do, you'd want to plan it out thoroughly. Go to Bunnings here, load up a truck,
Big container.
ship it over, have it all ready to go.
Costs you an arm and a leg.
But apparently, like, it's really costly to get anything in there because it's like usually it's these small towns and just so if you've got the shipping route already, it's like, it's probably the best way to go. I reckon, just get it all in a container.
Because you hear those stories of the people who do, like, there's a lot of Australians as well who buy the super cheap Italian village homes and they don't realise that until they get there.
Yeah, and it's wreck.
It's wrecked, and then they find out that it's going to cost them like 300,000 Australian dollars just to do like the first level of fixing.
Yeah.
And then they're just like,
It
it cost me 200 Australian dollars.
it's
It was beautiful. Have you been?
I'm going this year.
You're not Italian, eh? I'm
No, Croatian.
Next door.
Yeah, similar.
Not far.
Not far.
Yeah,
It's beautiful. Oh.
well, Croatia has the top part of Croatia's the province is called Istria. So we have the 6th largest Colosseum. So thousands of years ago, it was part of Italy.
Wow.
Yeah, Italy's nice.
You can cross over there. You don't have to. No visas, right? Really? You can just Croatia can just ship directly in.
No, you need not living in visa.
Well, isn't it the Eurozone?
Part of Euro. Depends if you're.
Isn't Croatia part of the?
Croatia is. Yeah,
So if you were Croatian, you'd be able to just go anywhere in Europe, right?
Yeah. I think most of the countries, the Schengen countries and the EU countries.
The what country?
Schengen.
What's the Schengen?
It's like Germany, Switzerland, Austria. There's a handful of countries that are part of that.
Oh, okay.
For Schengen visa. So, yeah, you can just settle amongst them. Yeah, but Italy's.
Yeah, I thought it was Shenzhen.
Yeah.
Italy's beautiful. Yeah. Whereabouts are you going in Italy though?
I will fly from either Madrid or Barcelona over to Rome, and then go up Naples, Venice. Yeah, I'll probably go Pisa. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then Venice.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I just did Matera and Naples.
Yeah.
For the shoot, the Mary Mag.
Yeah.
You going to Madrid?
I might be going to Madrid.
See if you can go to the bullfight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You'll be in one of those videos like the Dan standing in the road. He just gets taken out. Oh, yeah, you got to follow one. Yeah. What's going on?
No, pass out from the blood. Like I find it cruel actually. They stab him and they just end up all dead. It's not actually bullfighting; it's just bull killing.
Do they still do the killing part? Oh,
Yeah, the whole thing.
they still do?
Yeah.
It got cancelled.
Well, maybe some places they do non-killing versions. I don't know.
Yeah, I never watched a complete bullfight before, and this was the first and most likely the last time. But they're weak because you got the pink mad dogs that come out, and they're all weakening the bull, stabbing it, and then you've got the main one, and the bull's already half dead. If I remember correctly, they prance around with the board showing its weight. So I think they'll sell it off as meat later or something. I'm not sure exactly, but they just get the chains, hook it in, and just drag it off. Yeah, it's pretty barbaric. Yeah, but so you got at the time it was €2 per cushion because the stadium was just basically concrete steps. Yeah, so €2 for the cushioning, and then at the start the mad dog got taken out, scored in his thigh, went off, and people were booing and throwing the cushions in the stadium. He came out later on, came back and was cheering for him. Right. But, get the bull pissed off. Don't stab it, don't weaken it, and get the main mad dog come out and see how he stands. Not 6 of them just standing around and stabbing it. Yeah. Because that's right, they booed at one of them as well because they killed the bull in the first shot. So he stood out of the way and just stabbed him to the neck and the artery. It was just, blood was pissing down like a fire hydrant. It was just bad. Yeah, maybe don't go to it.
Yeah, I think
it was just a witness at once, something that's still happening.
I've never been curious for that. Running the bulls, that's cool.
That's what I was saying.
That's
the
cool.
bottle of wine getting taken out.
Yeah, what happens to the bull though?
The bull, they don't kill the bull.
They don't?
Yeah. Nah, it's just the bull's running over people. That's a fair fight.
It's just for a while.
Just
Collecting people.
Wow, I missed that one.
People getting taken out.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. There's plenty of those on the internet. There's Dan bearing one of those, just get flipped in the air.
Yeah, no thanks.
You did say that.
I might, if I was a bit younger, I'd probably be stupid enough to do it. Yeah, definitely. And definitely be stupid enough to do it.
I'm sure if you were there at the right time, maybe you'd probably do it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You would if you were keep doing it. Are you going by yourself?
Yeah. I'll just take myself on.
Let's go. And just poke your head out. Back in. Looking for doorways. Yeah. No, thank you.
No.
I don't want to get gouged and die. I've seen some accidents. No, thank you.
Yeah. Get a Zorbo. That's
Family friend. Have you seen the clip of the bull hitting the balls? Into the stand, like miles.
I don't think I'll go that far. I think that's bullshit.
No, that
was real.
No, somebody released the original of that. No. They did fly, but they didn't fly into the stands. Apparently, that was
really?
5 meters maybe or something.
Yeah, you do get
launched, right?
You get catapulted, but you don't get.
What about that other one that was hit by the car and then got launched into the tree? Did you see that one?
Yeah, I think that one was legit.
That looked like Australia.
Australia. People get hit by.
I was like, well, what are we doing here? I can believe it's stupid enough. People like me stupid enough.
Well, you said originally we're going to talk more about movies.
Well,
we deviated incredibly quickly.
We did do the movie thing, and you didn't prepare, and don't really have much to say about movies. So it's like, all right, maybe we should.
Just hates movies. He says, I don't want to watch movies.
I think he doesn't really remember.
I deplore the art of film. I do not wish to watch film.
Is it that you don't really remember it, or
yeah? I watch the movie, I move on to the next one. Don't really live and breathe it.
No, but okay, so you don't sit back.
At least the personal mark he gets over the Spider-Man movies, like he's so engrossed in that.
Yeah, I'm not asking you to be engrossed in it, but like if there's something that's that you really like, you would think you would take note of it, or of a couple of things.
We're still going to do an episode where we break down every single shot, Batman versus Superman, and just how amazing it is.
Or the
Love you, Zack Snyder.
Justice League.
Yeah, Zack Snyder's Justice League.
It was good.
We can't talk about that.
It was like what? It was like 5 hours long, right? Justice League.
4 hours.
4 hours, but it was epic. Like I knew it was extremely long, but I could have kept watching.
Yeah.
I didn't get tired of watching
No.
the whole time. I was really cool.
Because I got the free subscription to, what was it on? Binge. When they released it, Binge at midnight on the first day. And I stayed up got on the Binge, watched it all. And I was just, oh man, it's like, couldn't believe it. It's one of those things like, why didn't they just do that in the first place?
Yeah.
It's like, none of this would have happened. We would still be in the Snyder universe.
You didn't watch him. You didn't watch Zack Snyder on Joe Rogan.
No,
He was he was talking about 300 a fair bit on that, and he was talking about 300 a fair bit, and he was discussing like the history of it and how basically when the young boys would be paired up with a dude to trade him and stuff like that, but he would be your lover, he would be your everything. And he was like, so originally he was going to put that sort of stuff in to 300, but they kept it out.
Oh, that's what that said. The fans called him homophobic.
Yeah. And he's like, you have no idea, dude, what we were going to put in there. Like, but apparently he's considering like a show or something. There's something that happened, TV show or something else in the Fountain, something in the 300 universe. Yeah. And he wants to put more of that stuff in there, where it's like, because it's historically accurate.
Yeah. So I don't know if he owns the rights, but like he did produce. He was actually heavily involved in the sequel one, The Rise of the Empire. I haven't actually watched that one, but he produced it. I was quite involved with that one, but I'm not seeing it. But I wasn't a fan of his back then. Like when 300 was out, like I was just 300 whatever.
Watchmen was awesome.
Watchmen was one of when I saw the ultimate cut of that.
Yeah,
that was when I kind of first got onto the Zack Snyder bandwagon. And I was like, damn, this is good. But then Man of Steel, that hit me. That was just phenomenal.
Yeah, I was surprised the majority of the movie was all green screen. Besides the horse bit you mentioned.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Well, even backlot.
Yeah. I was like, that's impressive.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Not many movies do that anymore. There was that Sky Captain, and that was...
I think that was before 300, wasn't it? Yeah, Sky Captain.
Yeah. That was like they had that sad thing that they called it the digital backlot, where they literally just would have like everyone just stood on green boxes.
Yeah.
And everything was just digital.
Yeah. Yeah, at least 300 had some foreground stuff, right?
Yeah, it had a bit of setting.
No CGI on the sculpted.
Well, they were painted.
Yeah, they did.
Makeup.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah. You could see easily painted.
They were ripped as well.
Mm.
There's fireworks going off.
Fireworks? What's happening?
Is it some sort of Indian celebration? Maybe,
Don't be racist.
A New Year's kind of thing, like a Chinese New Year kind of thing.
No, that's long gone.
Long one.
Oh no, is it Ramadan or something like that? No, they don't.
No, Ramadan's later in the year, and they don't do.
Here we go.
Go straight to Indian and Chinese, like.
What race does fireworks to this date?
We don't.
Oh, International Women's Day.
Oh, that's it.
Fireworks are International Women's Day.
Go to the women.
We love.
Yeah, we do. The pay gap's bullshit, but, you know. It is bullshit. Like everybody knows it's bull. Well, no, not everybody knows, but they should. They really should. It's cumulative, all right, people. It's cumulative. They take all the women, they add all their salary together. They take all the men, they add all their salary together, and then they average it out. That's not how you work out statistics. That's stupid. Like, it's not taking into consideration hours worked, time off work, industry, like, you know, because like dangerous jobs pay more, obviously. More laborious jobs pay more.
No, it is true. It's a prickly subject.
It is. I'd love to have that out with my mum. I need to have my mum on sometime because she's a hardcore feminist. I've got some clips ready. I've got some clips ready to go that would just trigger her hardcore.
Yeah, it'll be a live stream of his mum beheading him.
Yeah. It's an ISIS video.
I like that. She's
What videos do we have?
collateral damage, mate. You don't want to be that.
What?
I said you don't want to be collateral damage.
No. If he has family on, I think I'll take a pass.
Just talk about on the fireworks. Anything new in Keith? You got
Oh, for Keith. Oh. So it's like the musical. This is how the people died anyway. Falling down. But they wouldn't come up with a thing.
Yeah.
That's a good idea for a jumpy cast of half the Titanic.
Yeah.
that's screwed up.
Died. James Cameron.
They should have had like Rose and Jack up the top.
Kind of messed up.
Yeah. You could Peters,
Oh, is this your
P. Bacon.
crispy bacon?
Mussolini.
Cook it with poo.
I take it her name's Pooh. I don't know.
Like,
My clitoris.
that's actually one of my favorites. Batman being Superman. That one's legit.
Jimmy Lester.
Oh, that's terrible.
What? It's fucked. Major dickhead. Dicky head, sorry. F you. Dr. Shit Fun Shoe. Cash register.
What the?
Willie Stroker.
Wrong corner.
A taste of deep black. No.
All right. Oh,
Donald Duck.
Donald Duck. Poor fella.
Choose cock lodge. Dr. BJ Hartick. Come on. Lieutenant Les
Birdie.
Deep Felt. Loang.
Oh. Some good names.
Uranus Johnson. Uranus. Barry Shitbeard.
Also, story.
Oh my god, that was funny. I knew a couple of guys. Okay, my old boss in Singapore, his name was Lo Kok Wah. Not too bad. There was another guy I only met him one time, but he introduced himself, and I nearly died. What was his name? Hi, Cock Ho. Oh,
You would have just vain.
I nearly exploded. I had an internal hemorrhage. Cock Ho. Seriously? Okay, sorry. Yeah, that was brutal. It was alright, guy. It was fine. Yeah.
Weird shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out if you're watching.
Yeah.
Thanks for the name drop there.
Yeah. Cock Ho. Yeah, that's quite a name. I mean, my name's not great, but that's not that bad. Didn't you wear it? It's boring. But it's so boring. And effeminate almost. Mate. So, man. Can you make ginger love? Can you may or maybe not? Take piss out in the middle of the I've heard of all a billion times.
What else have you got?
What else we got?
Yes.
What's it? Oh,
No.
a husband just disturbing his wife with a little baby hand. He's not laughing?
No, we're not.
Don't punch him.
Yeah.
It's so creepy. I want to see what it looks like.
I don't think we see him.
So, mate, there's
I wish I could.
What is it?
no, there's another one you can look up on YouTube. One of the, I think they became quite famous. That husband who scares his wife, and she's just like, it's literally, if you search on YouTube, like husband scares wife, they're probably like the number one, the first video that pops up, and they've just got hundreds and hundreds of videos where she's just scared of everything. Like he just would walk into a room near, but some of the compilations of those,
Is it
really good?
Is she just always in the same room? You walk
It's like in his house, yeah. She's like an American woman, like long hair.
Curly.
Not curly.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, and there's the other one that's like I think they're in like Mexico or something, and it's like, I think it's like a very like gay guy, and he's like female flatmate or something, and she's constantly scaring him.
Yeah.
And he's like that as well. Like the way he reacts is like pure terror. The way they scream and slap it. People getting scared, like those compilations, some of them are just phenomenal.
Yeah. You've seen the one where the family do it to each other, mainly to the mum. So like she'll be painting, and the kid will just get out there and just shoot it with some, little sponge gun.
Yeah.
And then she just falls over and paint all over herself. Yeah. She walks in the house, she's, holding like coffee, and the kid just starts screaming and scaring. She just spills it everywhere. Yeah.
There's that other family who, there's a dude, he's always just shooting balloons at a paint or confetti and everything falls over his wife.
Oh, through the doorways. I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's in every doorway in the house. It's just insane. The cleanup bill must be insane. They're just
I know those are
constantly making a mess.
Is that the one with the couple where they both do it to each other?
He does it mostly. It's like she gets here and there, but he's doing it all the time.
Are those legit, do you reckon? Or do you reckon?
No, there are ones that are full of legit. They're constantly just walking around on alert, just like something's going to happen any moment.
Because he has backups. It's like she'll go in through a different way instead of going through the doorway. And then there'll be another one over there. Just boom, it gets hit no matter what.
Yeah. What do they use though? Because I know it looks like cream or like
flour and water or something. I don't know, but it's
whatever it
awful.
It's all over their furniture and everything. For the views, man.
Yes.
Got to get the views. Got to get you.
I wonder if they actually just got rich off that. Like, if that's all.
They don't care anymore.
Yeah.
You go to their house.
They're just a cleaner. They've always just got to clean it. Next. Oh, they'll clean it up.
The house just stinks of like rotten cream.
Or bleach. Constant cleaner.
Yeah. I don't get scared anymore.
The ball on a court before they've even touched it. I got to have a look at all the experimental technology that the Australian Open has, from their studios to their fitness and cooking.
Let me turn it up so we can hear.
AI tennis takeover.
I must have got this because I thought you like tennis, right? So there it is.
Australian Open has developed an AI that can predict where a player will hit a ball on a court before they've even touched it. I got to have a look at all the experimental technology that the Australian Open has, from their studios to their fitness and cooling technology, but what really stood out was what they're doing with data. They track everything on the court, and a lot of tennis tournaments do. They'll track where the ball is, where the player is, their win rate, their serve rate, all of that kind of stuff. But the Australian Open's taking it to another level. They're tracking the full skeletal movements of each player. So they get a full model of each player's movements, and they're able to do all kinds of crazy stuff with this, like turning it into a 3D model that kids can watch on YouTube and Twitch. Another thing they're doing is pouring all of this data into AI models to predict what a player will do given where the ball is in space and where they are on the court. So the way it'll work is it'll track where the ball is and the direction it's going, and then where the player is, and then their history of how they play tennis, and then predict where they're going to hit the ball on the court. The demonstration I saw, it was accurate up to 80%. So in a few years' time, we're not only going to know what a player's going to do in a round, we might know who's going to win the entire tournament before the tournament's even started. The Australian...
That's incredible, right? It reminds me of those clips, even of like the WEF, where they're talking about, well, at a certain point in time, we don't even need people to vote because we know how they're going to vote. We predict. We can predict it. And it's just like, oh my God,
This is when we're going into, is AI, should we be using AI in this way? If it is going to go to the point where they will just be able to predict, if they have this player and this player, they know who's going to win because of their playing styles. This guy's going to win.
What? I saw fighting. Was it? I saw one of the clips. I think it was UFC. I think it was one of them. Was analyzing live, so it's changing the stats for the gambling.
Oh, really?
The ratios.
Right.
Yeah. So it'll be first in sports. There's where a lot of money is gambling. It'll be everywhere. You can't stop it.
Yeah.
But if they can predict, who's going to win,
it's going to come into like policing as well.
Minority Report.
Yeah. I heard somebody talking about it the other day, like in the podcast. The way forward is prediction of crimes happening.
Well, then that's what that's part.
Just predicting.
It's a Minority Report.
That's what they're going to do. It will be a future crimes division where they'll just preempt what's going to happen.
Or they'll just have more eyes on those.
And it's data collection, right? So if you have known criminals, they have phones, they have data. Like you can collect data on where they're going, who they're seeing. Like you can start to predict, like, oh, you just saw that old dude who you robbed a bank with last year. Looks like you're going to rob a bank again. Yeah, like they can just follow the clues before they actually happen. I love it.
Dan's gone to Barron's and he's bought lime, road shovels,
canvas,
big sack. Scrape predict what he's going to do. Nah, it's going to happen. Guarantee it. I don't know. All this stuff, the AI.
Joys of AI.
Seriously. But that is pretty cool. Like the tennis stuff is cool. I did notice it this year with the live.
But that's how they get us. It's going to come through cool avenues. We'll be like, yay, it'll be awesome until it's not all
stats.
It's been like that, I'm sure, with all technology that's been introduced.
Yeah.
And that presented in a fun way. We adopt it.
But most technology doesn't have the possibility of like rebelling and becoming sentient. That's like AI is a little bit of a different story. I mean, that's like when they talk about AI in art and stuff like that. It's like, it's going to destroy the industry. In some respects, it will, but in other respects, it will just become another tool that you use. I think. I don't know.
It will. Like didn't have this discussion the other time. But I think it's just going to be a tool. The AI stuff, especially for us in film, will be a tool. And it'll probably be really good. It'll be really awesome to, we've been doing all that work where it's really difficult. You look at one frame and you want to create like a clean background for something, and the amount of effort you're trying to paint this edge and get this edge to work and this to right was like that.
Yeah.
But then you say, I will look at it all, analyze it, and it will do probably perfect first hit. Basically, but
are we allowed to use Photoshop? Like the generative fill thing?
I think some other parts of the business do it. Like, outsource vendors have been known to use Photoshop, but I don't know. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about this kind of stuff, but because something we could ask.
Yeah, I mean, like...
They'll say, you can use GIMP. Yeah, thanks. Just load up GIMP. You can do it in GIMP, can't you?
I've never used GIMP. What is GIMP? It's like a Photoshop, is it?
It's the FOSS.
Citrate photo. It's like Photoshop.
Free open source.
Yeah. Right. But keyword you mentioned, appreciation. I think we lose it. When you look at photos that have been done on Mid-Journey and just say you don't even, go back in the past, I see a picture, I look at that and I'm like, wow, that person would have taken how many hours to create that in imagination? But now I'm just looking at it like, that's just done by AI now. So the appreciation is lost. But that's, I believe, on our generation where we've had prior to AI and AI introduced, where these young kids growing up, they won't even believe it. They can be in the realm of that needs to be appreciated. It's just tools or whatnot.
No, but that's where the difference is defined. So people do lose respect or appreciation for the AI stuff. They'll still enjoy it, but they'll know it's AI produced. That's where people do really still appreciate the real stuff. That's why people on Instagram and stuff love that people who are creating their own art, and people love watching people create art and stuff like that because but it's not that many people appreciate it. When you have someone look at a painting on the wall, until someone looks up close and doesn't see the brush strokes, most people just think, it looks good, it's just a print. But then what does the person who takes appreciation looks at it. What does appreciation mean to you?
Yeah, but I'm talking about most people won't appreciate paintings because it's done by hand. They look at the picture and go, oh yeah, look at that. Most people don't.
But wasn't the artist before saying that?
Loss of appreciation.
So, but a loss of appreciation because it's AI created, right?
Because it's so much.
Yeah, but it comes to a point where it's just saturated that people aren't going to look around for and dive in deep and go, is this made by hand?
I think they will.
How many prints are out there? Most people don't look up and close and go, is this actually just
right? At the moment, you do know whether it's a print or it's on the canvas, right? So you pay more for art on canvas than you do for a print.
You said, I walk past that from a distance. I won't know if that's actually a print or if it's actually done by.
No, just because you don't know. But like if you go into a shop, the price of say an oil painting versus an acrylic painting versus a print, they're going to be increasingly expensive or less expensive, right? Depending on the art and who's it by, what's the media. The appreciation is a different story. Like what I thought you were saying was that the appreciation for art will drop with the AI stuff, but you're saying it will drop across the board because there's just so much art.
What did you mean by when you said appreciation then?
Well, for me, from what I've been seeing other people talk about is that, and like even the trends on Instagram, is that people do appreciate the hard work and effort that goes into creating real works of art and things like that. So that's why people are getting famous. People who would normally only ever have a small audience in their town, and hopefully you get discovered, whereas online now you can get discovered by the world for your art. I think there's a great amount of appreciation for real art. People are also finding the AI stuff cool, but there's less of an appreciation. There's an equivalent in film. When a film is stacked full of 3D effects, the audience likes the ride, like your Marvel films or Fast and Furious or whatever. They like the ride, but they know it's all fake. But when they sit down and watch a film by, say, Chris Nolan or I don't know, somebody else who shoots a lot more in camera, the audience does appreciate it. They can invest themselves more. They believe they suspend disbelief a lot more because it just feels more tangible. So I think there is a natural appreciation for real stuff. That's
lost me a little bit because the way you started, where you use the word appreciation, wasn't about gaining; was about the lack of losing appreciation. When you mentioned appreciation, the first time where we just deviated onto this topic, it wasn't about the positive side. It was about
I brought up you brought up the lack of appreciation because of the AI art coming out, right?
I think it's more of a reduction in the appreciation. Like it gradually get to the point. So it'll be like, if you like you're saying, like you will know if it's painted. You'll just know physically. You can tell this has been hand painted. Yeah. Somebody's made this.
Yeah.
But you're probably going to experience.
But digital art, can you tell if someone's actually made it?
So if you we can't see this on video, but like painting, like that painting there, in the future, you might be able to just get a print of that, and you're not going to know if somebody took 2 minutes to make that in an AI.
Yeah.
You know, AI create the art, like, you know, brush stroke painting.
Well, yeah, you could probably 3D print it, right? You could AI generate it, 3D print it onto a canvas, and it would look like real art, right?
Because I was actually thinking the other day, like, you know, there used to be like a heap of those Photoshop magazines where it would have those massive tutorials for pages of how to create some elaborate, like, you know, woman floating in the clouds in the jungle.
Yeah.
But now that stuff is just, it's virtually mixed, because you could just say,
generate film.
Yeah, or you just say, create me a photo of a woman standing in a cloud in the middle of an Amazon jungle.
Yeah.
These poor guys making the magazine, like, what do I do now?
Yeah.
The magazine's gone.
Yeah, fired already.
I think AI, honestly, it's like a really good topic of conversation that's just going to get more interesting as it goes on, like how everything changes. I love those debates, especially online now with the Sora AI.
Yeah.
Did you talk about that in your last podcast?
No, I don't think we went
to Sora. No, that's just...
Sora's crazy.
Like those massive amounts of people having those huge debates, like, animation finished. And then like animators coming and going, nah. And then all the people fighting over this. Like now you can see these splits happening, like the anti-AI, especially in our industry, visual effects, and then the pro-AI who are saying, we're going to just be making Pixar movies in AI. And the animators like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Those fights are just getting bigger and bigger.
Well, maybe you can if the way you prompt becomes so specific that
hyper specific.
Yeah, and you can literally ask for every movement and this is going to be the same character every time.
There was a demonstration where this guy wrote the code, you know, working along with the large language models, and you know, you give your prompt, you've got it, and then you go, okay, I want to remove the glass, and you just tell it and go remove that glass, and it renders live.
Yeah,
changes exactly. You know, you go remove this stick, add the butterfly here, and it'll just re-render it live.
It's like as a still, that's one thing. Yeah, but
no,
for moving images is a whole different story.
Oh, look at Sora.
Yeah, no, but
give it a couple of years.
It's okay. Just say you want to make a film, you need to be able to literally cue every emotion, every piece of dialogue. You need to be able to make them speak, emote, not just photographically real. That's one step. It's insane. Like, and it looks incredible. The dog with the snow, the 3 dogs.
Yeah,
it's crazy. But yeah,
I'm seeing the latest Sora one.
Which one?
I think it was Green Alien, latest one. Just came out quite recently, a couple days ago. Yeah, it's so impressive.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's in the film industry. We need to be able to manipulate every frame, every little muscle. You know, it has to be that specific. But it may get to the point where you can literally ask for everything you want.
It will.
But how, like, you see, how directors like to
tweak,
make love to the pixels, as they say, and like, how frustrating will it be? Like, you know, they're going to want to see like exact.
Yeah. Can you change that? No, I can't.
Yeah. I think we're well off that. But I'm all for the creation of tools, especially like to help us in what we do. Like background tool creations and like, you know, tracking. I reckon I'll probably do virtually, like, you know, get your clean plate, here's your scene, put it behind this, track it in, and you'll get it almost there. And then the ability to manipulate afterwards.
Yeah. The dream days of, like, for years we've been dreaming. Every software developer is like, oh, we've got a magic wire removal tool.
Never.
It's always smudgy and horrible. The AI could definitely do wire removals. Like, within, like, if it was taught to now, you could do it. Like, with the clean plate and the wires, just get rid of it.
I still remember back in, like, must have been like 2002, getting the demos for, what's it called? Furnace, which might have integrated into Flame. and it was that stuff where there was like very old, not AI. I don't think it was AI, but it was like that. It had the roto and stuff where you could literally just say roto this animal, and they'd show you the demos, and it was like, well, like, you know, you have all the other artists go, oh, you guys are out of a job.
How hard is it to remove the wires? It depends. Couldn't they treat it like a green screen where make the wires like fluoro pink and it removes that?
You don't hard.
And then Photoshop does it autofill, removes it, fills in what the pixels are in the back.
The brighter you make it, like the whole magic green sock is terrible. It spills onto everything. Like if you made a pink thing, you just get pink reflections and stuff.
Okay.
It's horrible. You're better off just leaving it black. There are cheats and tricks, but one of the worst shots I ever worked on was on John Wick. You know, when he's on the horse?
Yeah.
Going down under the bridge and stuff. That was a nightmare. He had like 20 wires on him. They had this whole rig, like with 2 sticks and wires on each side of him, just in case he falls. Like, they don't want to hurt Keanu, right? So shoot it. So yeah, that took like over a month of just painting.
Which one did you had the one with him coming around the corner?
I had a couple of them. Yeah, I had to come around the corner.
Remember Barnes?
And the one on him, like
Barnes, he had one that took him like a month as well.
Yeah, he had the one before or after my shot, like a close. I think he had the close up. I had the wide. Brutal.
Oh, that's the thing. It's not easy. Like as we've said so many times before, it's like the cleanup, especially, is more difficult than it's ever been. Just because people just take less liberties and really setting up shots in a nice way. They just think, oh,
we'll take care of it post.
We'll take care of that post. It's like, take care of my mental health support.
Yeah. It's so much stuff that they could have just picked it up, move it, just take it off, take it out, shut. Doesn't mean to move it.
Because some poor person has to deal with it. They don't care. Yeah.
Well, not just that. There's tons of pressures on the set and time pressure and are you going to get the shot? That the last thing on the director's mind is what the visual effects people need. Really, that's why there's usually a visual effects person there, and it's like, okay, you're meant to get what we need, stay out of our way, pretty much, right? Just.
Remember when I was on set, you get that all the time. Why are you doing that? That would be a question. Like, do you need to do this now?
Yeah.
Like when you're doing HDRIs and stuff like that? Yes, you need it. You need it or it's not going to work.
Yeah.
And they'd always say, do you really need to do that? Come on.
Yeah.
It's just like far out. It's like, it's one of the most important things to get your story finished. Like you've got a 3D character in the scene. And they just think of...
Do you want reflections?
Yeah. No, you've got the camera like in frame there. You want to remove that. You just shift it there. You'll be $10,000 away.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't realize how expensive it is.
Yeah.
And just for like one guy, he like just one grip, he's just standing like on the side of the shot watching. How much happens? Like thousands and thousands of dollars to get rid of it.
I thought they would have employed someone just looks at scenes, goes, yes, we can save 10,000, 20,000, just make things easier.
It's, they don't look at it that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Again, it's the last thing on their mind.
It's the last thing on their mind.
They're just focusing on the actors. Are they happy? Are they happy?
Yeah. Did we get what we needed in the camera? Never mind it.
They don't need to worry about that. That's why you employ someone to worry about that.
No, but that person would have to then step in front of the director or the cinematographer going, hey, move that thing. It would just be another person. It'd probably throw
a bottle at him. Just get
out.
Annoying. Yeah.
Some people just, they suck up and they don't want to do that. But I was always one I'd always say, no, that's bad. That's not going to do it. But you can tell.
I want to convince Keanu, no, we don't need the wires. We've got little trampolines on the side. It's easy to get rid of that. The wires,
Keanu's.
I'm pretty sure Keanu was happy to do it without the wire. But they always said they were like, wires.
Rig yourself up, bro.
Whatever the Matrix, though. How many wires for that?
That was
martial arts.
No, it wasn't like that horse. It was like a spaghetti. It was like a spider web of wires. It was, and they were white wires. They weren't black wires. They were bright white wires.
Racist.
We can turn visual effects. On set, they use white wires. They use black wires. No, I remember getting
Coming
shots. Yeah, and it's just, okay.
Yeah, why white?
I don't know.
Probably maybe the strength that they needed was it was Keanu.
Very thick. They were very thick, big wires.
And he's an old man, and I think like certain rigs are more comfortable.
Well, it wasn't half of it attached to the horse as well. It was like to the horse as well as to Keanu. It was all over the place. I don't know. I can't remember.
I remember the retimes and those shots were really bad as well, like the Kronos.
Oh, yeah.
The artifacting.
Yeah.
And they went to speed up the horse, and the horse is
So, like, when they speed up or slow down a shot, and like, there's like a warping in between frames to try and make it smooth. Because if it's not quite, like, if it's not 100% or 50% speed, it's going to be jaggedy movement unless you smooth it out. So we do this smoothing, but yeah, you get all these weird warps and stuff that you have to. If there's any kind of things crossing, it freaks out. So we have to go in there frame by frame and fix them, put them back where it needs to be. It's horrendous.
Keanu got as fast as he used to be. It's funny, if you watch like from John Wick 1 up until 4, you can actually, in real time, you can see Keanu getting progressively older and he's able to do things. But I think they kind of wrote that into the story because he's more messed up. Have you noticed when he walks?
Yeah.
We love Keanu, but like
I love Keanu.
He's got a bit more of a Bowie leg now.
Oh, okay.
Like you can tell, like he kind of walks like
he hobbles a bit. Yeah.
But that's how he is now because he's how old is he? He's in like
50s.
I think he's like mid-50s or...
Yeah, he's getting on a bit. But
a young fella.
He also didn't do any fighting in Matrix.
59!
Holy shit. Oof. 59.
You're looking good, mate.
Yeah, you're doing well. You look better than me, mate. Got to be much better head. In Matrix, the fourth Matrix film, like he doesn't do basically any fighting, and he does this. What's this new thing? He's got a rugged. Like he doesn't touch anybody. Stay away. Don't hurt me. Don't touch me.
It was a missed opportunity. Did you like it?
Number 4.
No, highly forgettable.
Because I was again like I was a huge Matrix fan. I was obsessed with the Matrix movies. Like, got all the comics and all. Played the games and got all the backstories.
Yeah, no,
it's
disappointing.
Universe, and then the 4th one came out, and I was so hyped. And then I came out of it, and I was just like, the fight scenes were terrible. I don't know what they did. Like, that one in the warehouse when it was like the big martial arts fight when it was like Keanu, and then look, all the other people all just kind of having punch-ons and stuff. And then he gets knocked down into that basement area, and that's when he starts doing the Hadouken-y stuff and hitting each other through the wall. But that was just terrible.
Yeah.
It was like...
Wasn't that in the cafe?
No.
The cafe? No.
It was just one of the big fight scenes.
Yes.
And they're all just fighting each other. But they can make another one. I still want more. I want to see more of the
I heard a
robot universe.
I heard a good theory the other day that Lana Wachowski made it because, and there's the line in there. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's like they were going to make a Matrix film with or without the Wachowskis, and so Lana was like, "Okay, I'll just make this." So they say that she made it bad intentionally. So they say
that just do number 4 again.
Yes, again. I think she wanted to kill the franchise. Because you didn't want to do it. Because there's even a line in there going like, the studio's making us do it.
Yeah. I haven't watched it for a while. I should rewatch it.
Yeah. It's just a cash grab making us do it.
But then, like, when they got out of it, when they were in the real world again, when they were developing like the whole factions where there was like the robots who were with the humans and helping.
Yeah.
But then there was still like the other robots who are still kind of anti-human.
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind of concept and the idea of them trying to rebuild the world again is quite interesting. And I was like, man, they should like maybe push into that.
Yeah.
But of course, probably not.
Well,
Spoiled.
Yeah. Warner Brothers will rehash it in another 10 years, probably. All right, let's have a year now and finish up.
Yeah, nah.
On to it.
Australia, New Zealand's won the first 3, Australia the last 2. Canfield take the tackle that ended up very dangerous. Joanne Lagona upending Canfield.
This is more controversial than I.
Is that a woman?
That's not a woman.
Could have been a well-executed tackle. She's
It's like a rose of a pile driver.
Yeah, that's not on. I shouldn't have shown that. That's a bigger discussion. There we go.
No,
that's a year now.
No.
That's a year now.
Yes.
Nice.
Got it.
Gonna be to poo on my pants, though.
That's insane. Obviously, you had to jump over there to begin with. And then you had to get back. But,
The guy, nice. What? That's in Australia.
that's definitely Australia.
Has he?
Nice.
It seems like me. Nice.
You know, it's got to be Australia. Australia, man. Now the Australians are stupid.
No. People.
Yeah, it's true. They're stupid. Here's to the stupid people. All right. Thanks for coming, guys. I had a good time. Hope you had a good time. Hope you guys had a good time. Please like, comment, subscribe, and all that sort of stuff. Comment. I said comment. Like. Yeah. Subscribe. Please. Come on. I need more. I keep going up and then down, up and down. It's like not moving.
If you like
like
and comment and subscribe, it pushes the algorithm to show the videos a lot more.
Yeah, please do that.
Apparently the likes, just clicking the like and the love heart on Instagram, it just pushing into the search engine. So if somebody searches for something,
Please do it.
they'll get what nonsense.
All right. See you later, guys.
Peace out.
Peace out. Bye.